Hello everyone, welcome to ChessVisor, your wise choice to improve your chess. So today I'm going to start a new series called Road to 2300. So in this particular series, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to reach 2300 in the span of 30 or 45 days. I'm going to play one game alternatively 2 days once, maybe 2 days once. I'm going to play one rapid uh, maybe 10 plus 0 or 10 plus 5 or 15 plus 10. So based on the progress, I'm going to switch between the time formats. Especially I'm trying to play without increment first, and then I'll try to play with increment, so see what is the main difference. And I'm going to explain my thought process while playing, so maybe you can learn one or two things from that. So today is the first game, so I'm going to start a new sig. So new sig. Before that, I'm going to show you my stats first. So let me take you to the profile now. So this is the current stat. So I've played over only 27 games. So that is the rating is with the question mark. That means it's a provisional rating. That means I need to play another 8 to 25 games to get the or stabilize the rating, right? So once we play 25 games or more than that, my rating is going to get stabilized, and then from there we are going to calculate what is the strength of the player or what is the strength of my rapid. Okay, but we are not going to wait for me to complete 25 games, but we will just start with the first rapid game today. As we play, you are going to see how strong or how good I am playing or how bad I'm playing. And let's start with the first one. So usually what I will do, I won't click the 10 plus 0 directly, rather I'll go to custom. In this, what you're going to what you're going to get, you're going to have this customization option, so that is why it is called custom, right? So here I'm going to select standard, not other variants. So and then time control should be real time, because still many people at the beginner level, they do not know how to get the right pairing. So after setting up the time control, so you need to adjust the slider for the time, actually, so minutes per side. So I'm gonna say 10 for this, and then I'm going to say 0 for the increment. So for the time, I'm going to play without increment. So it's a rated game, obviously. And then here, since I am I don't get the rating, or I don't have the standard rating, it is not allowing me to change this sliders. Okay, so I'm going to click the king which is in the center. This is random side. I'm gonna get either white or black based on my opponent's seek. So let me start. So yeah, so let's go. So once the game comes, okay, I think straight away we got some pairing. So Gropen Ben Quicken. Okay, whatever. So we'll start with the e4. I'm basically e4 player, so I'll go with the e4. Okay, he plays the French defense. Usually I'll play the advanced variation of the French. We'll keep playing the French advance, and maybe while playing this, okay, let me put the pawn on e5. So maybe while playing this opening continuously, you can see my progress, how I'm evolving in the particular opening. Say for example, I'm gonna play the French defense for the rest of the series. If I'm not doing well in this opening, I'm going to prepare and come and see what is the difference. Okay, so knight e7. So okay, very interesting. He wants to go knight to f5 immediately, I guess. This is very interesting. I think I never played this variation like this, because usually the French defense player will play queen b6 or knight c6. Alternatively they can play the same idea, but knight e7 is a new move for me. uh, it is very tempting for me to play this mode to stop knight f5. If I play g4, he is going to play knight g6, and then my pawn is kind of weak, especially the light squares around the king. So let me get on with the development. Knight f3. Oh, the knight comes here. This is so weird. I didn't even consider that option. Okay, knight e c6, very interesting. And the very common move in French defense is to set up a pawn on a3. Okay, once we do that, we are gonna break b4. So he decided to shut down my bishop's diagonal. So this is a typical French defense setup you're gonna get. Okay, I got his idea what he's trying to do. So idea is very simple. He wants to put the knight here and exchange the knight, or put the knight on b3, and then the other what do you say, the brother knight is going to follow his steps, I guess. Okay, anyway, let me again I think if I develop the bishop, there is a problem on b2, but I guess I will be able to defend it with the queen. Where do I put the bishop is the question now. Let me put it on g5. Why I played g5? Because if he puts the bishop on e7, I'm going to drop it to f4. Suppose if he plays f6, takes, and then I'll have to move the bishop away. That's not a problem, but I'm going to get a square for my knight. At least I can help the other knight. So queen side, I don't think we have any opportunity to do something on the queen side with this knight. Otherwise, I will have to play something like pawn a4 and then knight a3, and then like this we can get into the game. But it is very easy for us to play this variation, I guess. Even if he plays queen b6, I can simply put the queen on oh, queen on c1 I can put. But if you look at this move in the long term perspective, so the problem is knight a5 and the fork is coming. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let me put the queen first in the, I mean, he's going to put here, but I'm going to play knight to d2, and he will be adamant by playing here. Yeah, so that is unstoppable kind of. And also, like I said, when he tries to bring the other knight, I will be ready to you know hop the other knight into the d2 square. Let's see, bishop e2. Let me get on with the development, the principled move. So bishop e2. So he questions the bishop's pose. So where do I go now? E3, f4, h4. So hmm. Basically, I don't want this bishop because all the pawns on the dark corners. So I don't want the bishop on this part of the board, I guess. So I'll go king h, sorry, bishop h4. So happy to help. I didn't explain this move, but I thought of playing it when it is required to play. I'll just castle now for the time. This is again weird because I thought he's going to put the knight on c6 and then supporting the brother knight, but that's okay. I It looks like many of the people would like to try and break the b3, but the problem is after takes, then c3 is going to become a backward pawn, and that's not what you want, especially in this kind of setup. Okay, let me trade the bishop maybe. It's kind of helping his bad bishop. It is not a bad bishop anymore. Maybe I can put the bishop on c2. Since the queen is not there on b6 to put pressure, I can just move the queen and form a little battery thing maybe. I would like to break with the f4, f5. So this is a long-term idea for us. Maybe h3 and then knight h2, pawn f4, f5. So this is a long-term plan for me. But I don't know but whether my opponent is going to help for this particular variation. Okay, let me try that. H3. Thank you so much. It's not getting anything because it is defended. Okay, the rook is defended. So there is no tactics. Oh, yeah. So what do you think? You want to trade? Hmm. If I don't trade, where is the bishop is going to be? Let me trade and ruin the cancelling rights maybe. Knight h2, pawn f4. Okay, he thinks that this is kind of stopping the idea, but I don't think it is stopping. So I want to trade the bishop off the board and then move the queen on the dark squares for the attack. Look at the dark square weaknesses. So let me trade that. I don't care about the losing one or two pawns on the queen side for the time because I may have a strong attack on the king side. So no thanks for the queen trade. If he plays this move, then I have this and then this, threatening this. Even the file on a H file, I mean, H file is open, so I don't think that's a problem for us. So here comes the pony. 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 Okay, now he's defending that thing tactically. Hmm. So now the problem is if I take, he may take and then takes with the check. Oh, that's not defending because it's coming with a check, right? Yeah. Basically, it's a blunder. So why I'm not worried about opening up the H file? It's because okay, he's threatening to win this pawn now. Let me get this. Oh, I cannot play this. Okay, we cannot do anything about that. So let me bring the knight back. But all these things are going to drop kind of. Attack him. So once the queen is out of this position, we can play rook b1 again. Or I want to play queen g3 maybe. Yeah, queen g3 and then rook b1 would be strong, I guess, because in some cases I may have to sacrifice something on b7 to expose the king and attack. Maybe queen g3 is the move. Let him take on a2. Don't care as long as the c pawn is there. That's fine. Okay, he's stopping that. Let me attack the knight. Okay, I have to calculate something here because I want to play rook b1, and if it takes on a2, I go rook a1, takes on c3, and then rook c1, and where is this queen is heading? So going to b4 maybe. I bring the rook again to attack. So there are skewers available. I think it's okay to sack, I guess. So basically, you can't take on c3 because I can. It's actually a skewer. Well. You can't take, right? Yeah, you can't. So where is this knight is heading? I don't have the move for the queen because of this irritating knight in my camp. I think we should hit the knight by playing knight to e1. Also, we don't have much time to, think and play maybe. I don't know. I want to play queen e1 because sometimes I want to play rook pawn to g4, but we lost an active knight on f3. Oh, I should have played rook takes e1 because I'm okay. You want to I think he wants to infiltrate into the camp. Let's see. Hmm. If this 10 plus 0 is not working out, I'm going to switch to 10 plus 5 actually. Or probably. Now that knight is activated and the queen is defending c3 and you are getting the skewer. So he realizes that. Now I have to defend the pawn. Queen e3 and then rook b1 maybe. Not maybe, that could be the plan. But he's interrupting the plan. Okay. Now this pawn is as good as dead. Okay. I really want to do something on the dance squares, but how do I get it there? I mean, get to there. Knight b3 is very strong. I don't have much time to think. I don't mind losing the rating at first because it is just we are beginning. We are trying to, uh, This is like first time I'm doing the live recording. I played the games, in live, but I didn't do the live recording. But it is much better because I don't have to chat with you people. But soon I'm going to start the live as well. So knight b3. So what I'm going to play? Except this queen e2, rook b2, rook a1 is there, but he will play a5. So like I said, now these are the threats now. This is really a threat now because a pawn is a pass pawn, so we'd have to attack. Otherwise, it's very difficult position for us already. Okay, have to defend. I hope there is no good knight jump in there. Yeah, maybe I'll have to try to trade the knights. I don't know. Now I have to work on the weaknesses. To play faster. At one point of time, he is going to retreat the rook back for the defense, I believe. See, I'm threatening to play this and pick up the pawn and then work on the b4, sorry, b5. If we can capture this pawn, and I think the game is good for us. Okay, he says he can't allow that. Very interesting. Can we sack something on and then get on this check and then open up the f file, or not open up the f file? But can we do something? I'm just thinking about it, but there is no much of the time. Okay, let me play this. I guess it's a wrong trade, I guess. Can I get the perpetual here? I have the h pawn if he takes with the g pawn. Okay. Now this is also a problem. I hope I can get some. Oh, okay. It's really a problem. How he's going to defend. My goodness. He's going to push. I thought I can give the check if he takes. I don't think he's going to allow that to happen. He's going to get the queen. And I'm getting checkmated. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is unstoppable. Okay, fine. That's fine, but we will try to improve the the gameplay. So let me quickly go through the game where we exactly went wrong. I feel like this is where things went wrong. I lost a pawn over here, but I believe the game was equal when we played here because I feel like or felt like I had chances to neutralize the game in this position. Yeah. So maybe I should have played this. Yeah, this is where. Hmm. Let's assume that I play here. You won't be. I mean, you won't be able to play this more, right? obviously. So what he would do, we'll just unpin. In that case, I can just chase the queen, queen c7, then I just get to attack him. But the same move is possible, I guess, because sometimes it's very strong to play this. Okay. If he trades down the pieces, then this. So this could be one of the variations possible, but I guess it's equal. This is the critical moment. So let's take back. Um, I don't know. I might have missed any tricks or any tactics in the middle game. I'm not sure about any tactics which I missed. Maybe okay. Anyway, this knight is stopping knight b3. This is very nice idea. He was actually planning all this from the beginning. So in case if we play the same line, we should be aware of this, that the knight could go to a5 and then put pressure on c3 as well as b2, combining with queen c2. So that means the queen trade was the move. Queen trade, and then I should have done something on the king side for the attack. But then if I push this pawn, h pawn is becoming weak. So that is also I considered for some time. But okay. Mostly the trade was right. And okay, this is my analysis, quick review of the analysis, but I may have to ask our friend now. So let's see what our friend says. Let me quickly put the uh, when you want to become a strong player, it's not recommended to analyze the games with the engine, help of the engine, but you cannot see what really went wrong by yourself. So wow, there are two blunders, which was here and then here. Yeah, it's mate, I told so mate was unstoppable. That was obvious. Okay. Yeah, we played a very decent opening, man, for 2100. Wow. Until this point, queen e1 and then h4. Yeah, I miss knight g4. Knight df3 is also strong, it looks like that, because now I can remember something about this line. What is this line says, I mean, why I'm worried about knight coming to b3. Now I recognize or realize something which I learned from some of the analysis by chess network, national master Jerry. So the knight is actually doing nothing on b3, so why would I worried about? Okay, so when I see this is a blunder, I think in the analysis, I mean, while I was playing in the live, I told that this is a blunder, correct? I recognize that a blunder immediately because there is no good way for them to, or a compensation or something. But I did something on the queen side that is very, or again I made a blunder. So knight hf3, knight hf3. Okay. So here knight df3 or knight g4 would be a very strong. I didn't play. Knight hf3, queen c2, h4. Actually, I really consider rook f2. Um, but then I realized there is no good discovery because b2 is literally hanging. Let's see, rook f2, knight takes here, knight df3 was a discovery. Oh no, it's lost. Fantastic. Very simple calculation I missed, I guess. Okay, so that means we don't have to play 10 plus 0 anymore. So knight takes b2 and then rook c1, rook c1, queen a4. So this is where our advantage nullified after knight hf3. So basically you missed a tactic, so that is the price you pay. So queen a4, queen g3, and then rook h5 stopped that idea. Oh, it's really possible. f5, man. What is the point of f1? I don't know. We cannot go blindly with the computer lines all the time. So knight d3. See, I told you, even all the trades were right only. So the intuitive was right, whatever I thought. So here also rook f2 was a great move to consider tactically, forcing the queen away. He cannot take on. He could have, but rook b1 and then queen takes a3, queen e2, queen e3. So knight d2, knight takes d2, and then okay, takes. So yeah, this is where I was talking about this. Oh, I should have given the check first. Fine. Okay, sorry about the noise. Yeah, you can't push any of the pawns now. My analysis was kind of right before turning on the engine. So this is not good. Obviously, f5 is a very nice trick I should have tried earlier, but I don't think I'm going to get something out of this. Anyway, we didn't have the time for us to, analyze all of them. Queen a3. Okay, just defend it. Oh. Till this point was game equal. This is really interesting. b5, the double question mark, that means a blunder. On c3, queen c1, and then this is really a mess after that. Yeah, that's all. King h2 will lead into the same kind of mating pattern. Mate in 3. But okay, I believe it's a good start. You might be thinking you lost the game and you are saying a good start. What are you talking about? So this is not about winning or losing, and it's about learning actually. So when you are ready to accept the losses, doesn't mean that you have to accept every loss. I mean, you are not going to play the game to lose the game, right? So you're just playing it to experience and see how it goes and learn one or two things from a particular game. So what is the take home message from this game? If you ask, there are two things I would say. When my hunch or the intuitive said that h4 was a blunder, I should have gone for the kingside attack. Okay, that's what, like either by playing g4, I don't know, but some kind of kingside attack I should have thought and went for that. Also, I should have not worried about knight b3, thinking that that's the very strongest knight on b3 in our camp doing nothing actually. So now I can remember that discussion by Jerry. I must be grateful for him because I learned so much of things from him. I've been watching him or following him for almost 10, 12 years from now. It's like he started a channel, and then I have been a follower for him for like 10 or 12 years. So I think he started a channel ago 14 years, I believe, 14 years ago. Anyway, in case if you're interested in this, in the channel name, that is Chess Network basically. The second thing is over knight b3, and then the third thing is about again do something on the dark squares on the king side. uh, that's what. So, and also trading the rooks for the queen is a mistake, and also pushing the pawn, I thought he's going to capture, so he was having 4.5 minutes time, so it makes sense not to capture because you are losing or you are winning the game, so you don't have to take any risks because this will move the rook from the sixth rank. That may help me to give some purposeful on the down squares or on the sixth rank. That's what he worried because of this grip on the f6. So some kind of triangulation thing on the sixth and the eighth rank maybe. I don't know, but that's what a very big mistake. The message is to keep playing the French defense, especially the advanced variation, and see how the game, how the variation goes or evolves throughout our series. And I hope you enjoyed my thought, explaining the thought process. And if you do so, please give it a like and I mean thumbs up to the video. And If you have not subscribed the channel, please consider subscribing to it. And I have made around 150 videos so far. You can check the some of the earlier analysis videos of the grandmasters. You can learn one or two things from them. And I'm going to continue this series. So today is so I am recording this video from India. So 21st of November, Thursday, almost 11 o'clock morning time. So I'll try to record the same kind of video on Saturday 23rd, the same time, trying to play the same. But this time, I mean, the next time I'm going to play 10 plus 5, not 10 plus 0. Okay. So that's what I want you to realize. Okay. When I'm trying to explain at least one or two things, it takes a lot of time. So what is that you are going to gain by playing 10 plus 0? That is the discussion or the argument I'm going to put forward. So let me know your comments or ideas, thoughts in the comment section below. So see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.